Hi, Rob MacKillop. I used to have this dream that someone would knock on my door and bring in this amazing guitar from the 19th century, a Torres guitar. Well, that didn't happen. It's not likely to happen. But what did happen yesterday was someone knocked on my door and brought in this guitar. And it's from roughly 1870, made by, according to the label, Antonio Carlos Garcia, and in Madrid. Now, I'll go into that in more detail later. The back is a beautiful Brazilian rosewood. The quality is rare to find these days. Back and sides. The top is very nice spruce. It's obviously been bashed around a bit. There's the label, if you can see that. And it was made for the London market by Antonio Carlos Garcia. Or was it? The instrument has some features which make us believe it was from Valencia. Possibly made for the Madrid sellers, and they are distributed around the world, and it was sent to the Voigt, Alban Voigt company in London, and there it would have been distributed over the United Kingdom, and may very possibly have been bought in Edinburgh, where I am right now. It seems to have stayed in one family since that time, and it hasn't been played much in the last 100 years. It's about 150 years old. It's been bashed around a bit, a few knocks and bumps and cracks and so on, but it's been put together well. It's been preserved, and the violin maker, I think Brian Rattray, shifted the bridge a little bit. It's the original bridge, it's just slightly shifted to help with intonation. So it plays in tune. This is good. The fretboard is rosewood, high quality rosewood. You really don't get that quality today. The tuning pegs are machines are excellent. They work well. So everything works about the instrument. It's just old, and it's got this nice patina. It's a bit blingy. I don't usually go for bling, but it's aged bling, and I quite like it. It's got a bit of mojo about it. I wouldn't say this was a top level instrument. It's certainly not a Torres, but it would have been probably more common than Torres, and Valencian instruments are very well made. They were for the mass market generally, but there are a few of these instruments around. When I was looking at the instrument, I became more and more depressed because I thought, this is great, I want this instrument, but I can't afford it. But Ian, the very nice man who was selling it, heard me play it and said he wanted me to play it, and he gave it for me at a very low price, and I thank him very much for that. However, prices online do vary between £400 and nearly £3,000. Nobody quite knows what to charge for these things. I imagine their stock will go up, their price will go up. Now, the most fascinating thing that caught my eye, and it may have caught yours if you're looking for these things, is the tornavoz. Now, inside you'll see a brass tube that goes around the sound hole down into the guitar, and it stops just a few millimeters before the bottom, and that's called a tornavoz. And most of the guitars at that period had them. Tarraga's two guitars made by Torres had them. They were very common. We used to think, or I used to think, that it was there to help project the sound out. But I'm not sure about that. I think it's more to do with lowering the cavity, the body resonance of the instrument. All guitars vibrate favourably at a certain pitch, and the lower that pitch, the more mellow and resonant the instrument. And this seems to be round about E, so it's very low. A lot of guitars today are G or F sharp, so it's very low. And it's great to have the original Tornavoth still in place. Fantastic. So it's a beautiful instrument, I think, made with very good woods. Something about it is maybe the setup or something. It's just not the highest quality of instrument, but it's still a very good instrument. And I mean, Torres used to make guitars, some with really nice wood, but some with very second-rate wood. But he was a brilliant craftsman. He managed to make them into wonderful instruments. This one has very nice woods, but it's nice. I like it. It's a nice guitar, and you've heard me play it, so or you will. You haven't heard me. You will hear me play it now. Here we go.